Good morning, student. Myself, Professor Dhaval Chandarana. Today we will discuss more about unit number 1 with my lecture number 2. I hope you are like my first video. We will start with the basic concept of unit number 1, a data management system subject. A database system architecture is one of the first unit of your DBMS subject. Even we will discuss different fundamental things, or we can say basic core thing which are part of DBMS. In my second lecture also we will continue on our first point, it is known as introductory concept. Today we will discuss of functions of DBMS, means why we are using DBMS and what are the main key components of DBMS where we are actually perform the applications. There are different 5 key components of DBMS. First one is ability to update and retrieve data. Second, support concurrent updates. Third one, recovery of data. Fourth one, security. And the fifth one, it is known as a data integrity. We will discuss each and every function with help of example. So again I will repeat, it is a point where we discuss a key component of DBMS. Start with the ability to update and retrieve data. Second, supports concurrent updates. Third one known as a recovery of data. Fourth one known as security, and the last one it is known as a data integrity. So friends, we will start with the how the ability of update and retrieve data will be performed in a DBMS. So in the first point, updating data in a database include adding new records, deleting existing records, and changing information within a records. Means if someone says that the database perform updating information, means they are performing insert some records, delete some records, and if user want to update this particular information, then also they provide the facility to update information which are already stored in a particular database. The user does not need to aware of how the DBMS structure this data. Means if users is a non-technical person, then also they are performing all the operation which are mentioned previously. All the users need to be aware of its the availability of updating and or pulling up informations. The DBMS handle the process and the structures of data on a disk. Means if a non-technical person performs some updations informations, or we can say they want some information from the database, the DBMS handles the particular operation with help of ability to updates and retrieve data. Let's see how this work with the help of diagram. We will see if Alan wants to store some information, we can say it's known as AES27. They want to store information in a particular DBMS. So Alan just want to transmit a particular request, means they want to insert some information A27 to the DBMS. They are just performing request and store a data in a particular database. In a video lecture 1 we seen that a DBMS is one of the platform through the end users they can store a particular data with help of DBMS. So first Alan want to request of store particular information through the DBMS. Now what was the important concept of DBMS? He just verified a AES27 record is already exist or not. If it's already exists, then if the information required to add, then they are performing some operations like a updation operation. If the data will be not available, then the addition information, or we can say insertion operation, will be performed. After completion of information, database will be provide some acknowledgement to DBMS with respect to your data will be added successfully, and DBMS retrieve information to the DBMS to the Alan. So it is one of the operation, we can say insertion operation, we will see with the example. The ability to update and retrieve, I will repeat that the information will be updated in the sense that a record is perform updations deletion, as well as if someone want to adding a record in a particular database, then it is also part of updater informations. Second thing, a second key components of DBMS, it is known as supports of concurrent update. What is the requirement of concurrent update? Because in a single instance of time, a single database access with so many users on a different location. So all the transaction must be performed on a single database with a single instance of time. That's why a concurrent update must be required to support a particular DBMS. Concurrent update occurs when a multiple user make updates to the database simultaneously. Means we can say with the example, a banking system is always be performed on a concurrent updates, because on a single server system lots of people perform so many transactions with a single accounts. So it is a must be support with the concurrent update. DBMS uses a feature to support a concurrent update such as a processing, locking, two-phase locking and the timestamping to help make a certain that updates are done accurately. Because in a single instance of type, multiple user can access a single instant, so we need to provide a updated record throughout the transaction for the all the users. So it must be performed with help of a locking, two-phase locking and timestamping. What is timestamp? It is just to provide the facilities where user really provide a particular updations with help of a different times and date. I will just give you one example. In a banking site, you see the particular information where you are last login and what are the different activity will be done in a last transactions, or you can access whenever you are last login particular websites. So it is one of the example known as timestamping. With help of all the three things, a DBMS perform, or we can say DBMS supports a concurrent updates. Next, a most important concept of DBMS which is must a prior and my point of view, it is known as a recovery of data. What is the requirement? Whenever some of the system will be crash because of user mistakes, because of technical aspect or because of some undisaster management, the recovery must be required on a data management system. Because when a user store a particular data with help of your DBMS structures, they need to a recovery of data whenever data will be lost. So if the system failures, a DBMS must provide way to recover a database so that data is not permanently lost. And if whenever user store your data with help of your DBMS, they require a not permanently lost data. Means whenever system will be crashed, they want his or her personal information recover with any of the tools. So disadvantage of this, any data or change enter after the backup would be lost. It is basic concept, or it is a basic thing. If we take a backup and some of the system will be crashed, so till whatever data will be updated, it not be getting 100%ly, but we getting some recovered data where we are taking the last update records. Means whenever system generates some checkpoints, until that we can getting all the data, not for the complete data recovery. A way to contract this is to sets of DBMS to provide a feature called as journaling. Means whenever DBMS system is implemented, you must be provide a journaling to the users, so user wants his or her personal information with help of a recovery of data functionality. Now we see how this perform. In an example, whenever users or a source perform any of the transaction, if a particular transaction is happened and within a transaction data is corruptions, or we can say data will be damaged, so with the help of monitoring system, backlog or correct data will be recovered with help of correction checkpoint. As previously I will discuss what is checkpoint. It is one of the point where we take a backup, nothing but. So with help of correction of checkpoint, we will retrieve a particular data which are stored on a secondary section, not a particular primary level. We are taking a backup with a different hard disk, so we just verify and retrieve information till we are taking a backup and retrieve a rollback command. So user can access a particular backup data with help of recovery of data functionality. Last and fifth one, it is known as a security. As my personal opinion, security is the most prior thing to all the users which are believe in our database system, because a security is the prevention of unauthorized users to accessing a particular data. Nowadays, a real-time application leaks some information through the particular data, or some another users or some unauthorized users misuse some information. So our security is the most prior whenever we storing a particular data in our database. DBMS use a feature such as encryptions, authentications, authorization and views to provide the security. So with help of for the highlighted point, DBMS provide a security of a personal his or her data. Authorization is a set of rules that the database administrator, or we can say DBA, sets up to specify level of uses. Means if someone store a particular data, so the particular data will be accessed by anywhere and by the any period of time. But a particular users can access only his or her personal information. We not provide the complete access. It is known as a authorizations. Let's see with the example. If a DBMS provide a sum of the information which are stored in a particular database, if user can access with help of different keys, if they are authorized they can easily access, but if they are not authorized, then we are not accessing a particular information and we are not retrieving a particular information. Different techniques like encryptions, database access control, or we can say access denied, we can say data reductions, means provide a particular access key for accessing particular informations. So it is the different sections where security is a matter in a DBMS, and with help of encryption, authentication, authorization and views, DBMS can provide a security for the particular data. The last thing or last key point of a DBMS, it is known as a data integrity. What is the requirement of data integrity? Because if we perform some of the application where a multiple user access our platform, so at that time so many user can provide a fake informations. So at that period of time we take a particular information, we are not fake as well as not in a different format. So for this we perform a data integrity. This is a sets of rules that a DBMS provide to see that the data integrity is enforced, thus the avoiding the incorrect or inconsistent data. As previously said that if we provide some platform, then so many user access our platform, and if so many users can access, then some information will be 100% fake information will be there. So we not 100% restricted some information, but somehow we need to manage that our data will be not completely fake. That's why we use a different functionality known as a DBMS provide a data type, legal values and format. What is data type? If we said that a mobile number or contact number data type is numeric, so no one can enter any kind of textual information in a particular field, so we can filter out some of the information. What is the legal value? I will give you one example. If we retrieve some pin code from the users, then we take only 6-digit number. So whatever the number we will be getting from the 6 digit, it is known as a legal value for us. And what is a format? Format means, I will just give you one example. Whenever we require some informations like an email address, we provide one kind of validations that if user enter the email address, they must be enter with @ and dot. So it is one of the format. And from these three things, we manage some data integrity in our data management system. Let's see with an example. Data integrity is also concerned with the complete, accurate, consistent and secure. Complete means we provide information with help of some legal values, some formats and with help of a data type. Accurate means we perform some formations, or we can say check whether the information will be correct or not, or we can say that a validation will be performed in this section. What is consistent? Consistent means whenever user performs some data, it is completely relevant with all the informations like a permanent address, temporary address as well as primary address. All it should be must be relevant with each other. And secure means if user store a data with help of all the things, we must be provide a security against his or her personal information. So a different 5 concept, it is known as a key component of database management system, and we will go through this each and every with a particular example. I hope you are like and enjoy my second video. Thank you so much.